One and all to the K.O.E. Nation, folks. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, K.O.E. Nation on TikTok, K.O.E. Nation on Twitch, and we have some amazing K.O.E. content coming to you from one of the many friends and denizens of the K.O.E. Nation. So, folks, without further ado, let's not keep you waiting any longer.
Thank you, Phil, for that beautiful introduction. I agree. I am one sexy bitch, as is my main compadre right to my right or left or whatever, Chicken, and I am Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, folks. This is one. Been a long time coming. We have got Breckenridge RUM CASK Finish. Mine's a little bright. You better hold yours up.
Yeah, I'll get mine up there.
Yeah, that's the proper color. There you go.
There it is. That's what she looks like. Beautiful bottle. Beautiful presentation.
Why do I look so bright? That's all.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. So what matters is
we all know you're not that bright. It's okay.
Hey, I'm good at other stuff though.
Anyway, let's rip this fucking bitch off. We've been holding on to these bottles for quite some time. Tony's had his since Christmas. I think I had mine a few months before that.
I think you might have, yeah.
I think Phil posted it on our. So we have a private chat, of course, because we're kind of assholes like that and don't share all the secrets with you all.
Well, we could. It would blow your mind.
Phil posted this. And like 3 days later, I seen it. I was like, oh, I'm getting it. Like,
yeah.
And so here we are, finally, several months later.
Now, wait, before we pop this cork, I just noticed this. This does have a batch number. What batch number do you have?
I have batch number 9.
Mine is also 9.
Aw.
Perfect.
So this is 45% alcohol by volume, blended bourbon whiskey finished in rum barrels with natural flavors added.
Okay.
So specialty cask finish Breckenridge whiskey. This is not a bourbon. I repeat, it's not a bourbon.
A bourbon.
All right.
It is a whiskey.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, mine was really tight. Fucking A.
Great.
That was beautiful. Oh my god. Yeah, I really like the bottle shape of Breckenridge, and their corks are really actually pretty tight and high quality. So that is definitely and this is one of the cleaner water based whiskeys out there. I just love everything that I've tried from this distillery. I've had their standard, love it. You've got a barrel proof, is that right?
I might. I can't remember.
I think you've got a barrel proof. And I also had that Phil picked me up at one time, a port finished whiskey, which was different. It was different. It was good. It was definitely different.
This nose is fascinating. It's very lemony, citrus heavy. I get
there's something.
I smell the rum, but
there is something there that I'm familiar with, and I can't put my finger on it. I get the rum, but before I get the rum,
you have to get in deep on this one.
What is that? Is it a vegetable or? There's something there.
I get like
rum.
I want to say dandelion, honestly.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Actually, it's the way it kind of sits in your nostril. It's
a flower. Yeah.
Oh my god! I think I got it.
With a little honey. Little honey.
You know, this is specific, but do you know how a Chico stick smells?
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
Yep.
Holy shit, yes.
Yep. Like when you break it in half and you're like, oh wow, that's what it is. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Like the first nose I took, it reminded me a lot of the Glenfiddich.
Chico stick is
Scotch.
fucking great. There's like that. It's like a just like, and it's like an apple caramel, but heavy apple, like just like
Yeah. I love, I'm loving the nose. It's different. Like, it reminded me of the Glenfiddich 21 because it's a super heavy rum
there's
smell.
like a
But
chocolate.
there is something here. It's just,
It's like it's
unique
not like
smell.
it's like a cocoa. It's not like a milk chocolate like you'd think of a candy bar, but it's like that actual fucking cocoa. Like the powder, the cocoa powder.
I expected this to smell like syrup, and it's not. So this is definitely
this
much
is
nicer.
actually very. Shall we? We need to.
Yeah, and the legs, are they there? They're a little short, but they're there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're short and thick.
They're there.
They're there. Okay.
All right.
One more nose. All right. Cheers. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Damn. That's nice.
Oh.
Wow.
It's like an apple pie. Like cinnamon apple pie.
Oh my god. That's dangerous.
Almost
That's
like a cherry pie. Like it's apple cinnamon cherry pie. Oh,
like a
wow.
Christmas fruit pie.
Not the shitty gelatin thing.
Yeah, no, it smells kind of like that, but like I'm guessing because I never eat that shit.
All right, going back to the nose.
Yeah. Oh man.
Just all ethanol now. All.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot heavier on the alcohol, but
oh
the
my
rum
god,
comes through.
that fucking flavor is amazing.
That is packed. I don't know what the other natural flavors are. We're gonna find that out, but this is dangerous.
All right, let me start looking this up. That is good.
That's
good. Man, there's so much like it's so sweet, very like pie. It like all I get is like pie filling.
I'm getting that. I get like a simple syrup type finish on the very end.
All right.
Oh, there's
you
something
ready?
else. Push this. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna work this around in my mouth.
So this is a review from the Bourbon Road. Let's see how close we are to this. Let's skip ahead here. Tasting notes, vital stats. This is a non-age stated bourbon that is finished with in Breckenridge RUM CASK for an unknown amount of time. We do know that the bourbon is no younger than 4 years, with some of it being over 10. Has a mash bill of 56 corn, 38 rye, and 6 malted barley.
Oh, so it does qualify as a bourbon.
On that note, but it wasn't aged in new casks.
Oh, really? Really?
The standard ugly stag junior bottle, which we love. Let's see. The nose, nice and sweet. That's not overpowering. Dried mango and papaya.
Oh, mango. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I get more of the papaya than I do the mango.
I get more of the mango just because I worked in a produce department cutting it up.
Yeah.
And like the shell of the mango.
It says sea salt.
Itself. Okay, I can see that. Like a sea salt, like caramel, fucking frappuccino type drink at Starbucks.
Yep. The palate says tropical fruits topped with butterscotch pudding.
Yes.
Let's try that again.
That's it. Butterscotch pudding. That's why I like
tropical
it so much.
fruits. So I'm thinking, tropical fruits with butterscotch. But yeah, that is a very good description. It's like the bourbon has sucked up all the charred sugar cane from the rum Again, all the spice has been mellowed out by the rum. And I agree. This is not spicy.
No, this is not. Like, there's traces of spice, and that's fine. But this is all about the sweet tooth.
Yeah, like as a diabetic, like tasting this, I'm like, oh my God, is my foot gonna get cut off tomorrow?
You better tread lightly with this one.
I know, this is great stuff. Finish medium to long and refreshing. I get medium to long, and it hangs around, like you get that sweet flavor. Overall, their overall says this shocked both of us with its finish. Perfect tropical sipping whiskey. Yeah, this is technically a blended whiskey. It is not a bourbon.
Okay.
So we'll have to take that into consideration when we do our scores here. Let's get to it.
So yeah, I guess if we cannot grade it as a bourbon, the mash bill's close, but it's not technically a bourbon. So we will grade this on a few different scales. Here at the K.O.E. Nation, we grade on a 1 to 5 star scale. 1 meaning it's pretty much the equivalent to dog piss, and 5 meaning this is basically the elixir of the gods. Get you a bottle now. What are you doing? So we will grade this as a whiskey. Do we grade it as a blended whiskey? Because
blended whiskey. It says it on the bottle. It says blended on the bottle.
Okay, yep, right there. Blended bourbon. See, this even says blended bourbon whiskey, but yeah, you just can't.
It does say bourbon. They can't put bourbon on the label.
I mean,
they can't put bourbon on the label unless it's actually bourbon. So
do we know what kind of?
Let's do blended.
It was.
Let's do blended. Let's do bourbon.
Okay.
Let's do whiskey.
Okay, let's do that.
I think we will already know the cask. Like, we don't know the age, but like the casking does make it. Fuck it.
Did you say 4 to 10 year kind of age range?
Like 4 minimum, 10 maximum, or at least.
Okay, 10. So it's got some quality stuff in here. Easily, a minimum of 4. That's pretty good already. So it's not just a 2-year gimmick. Throw it in a sweet barrel and call it rum cask finish.
I'm so mad that I've waited this long to open this.
I know.
This is good.
I know. Okay, so we're gonna grade this all over the fucking board, folks, because this is super.
Let's fucking pick them all. Let's go.
Let's start out. We're gonna grade this as a blended whiskey. I'm gonna tear the Band-Aid off. Fucking 4 stars, 4.25 stars as a blended whiskey.
There you go.
That's
where I was going.
Delicious. Holy shit.
I'm gonna
4
go
to 10 years. Like, come on.
Hold on. 4.5 stars as a blended. As a blend, like if they're gonna claim this as a blend, specialty cask finished bourbon, holy shit! This is like the perfect fucking matchup you can fucking do. This is fantastic.
So good.
4.5 stars. This is beautiful.
Yeah. So good. Okay, so let's do the bourbon then. As a bourbon, I'm not going to be nearly as generous, but it is 4 to 10 years. The whiskey is. So I'm going to say 3.25, but this is definitely not going to be a bourbon aficionado's favorite whiskey. Like, we love our sweet stuff here at K.O.E. Nation, but the hardest of bourbon junkie is going to probably not love this nearly as much because this is very, very, very sweet. It's a blend, so it's not a straight bourbon. So you got to dock it for that, but God, it's still so good. The quality's there.
I'll go 3.5. This is a neat drinker. For bourbon cocktails, this would have to be on like some of the more foo-foo side because it will complement a lot of the sugary aspects of foo-foo drinks that you'd want to put bourbon into, which I'm not a fan of most of those. But yeah, 3.5 as a bourbon, because as a neat bourbon, I just dropped a couple dabs of water. It didn't make it worse. It didn't make it better. Like, it's the same. It's pretty damn good either way. And that's how I'm going to be enjoying this bottle. It's just neat. This is perfect neat.
Well, let's move on to whiskey in general. This is putting it up against all the Scotch as Irish, Canadian whiskey of the world. A much, much larger scale. So this is going to be a lot sweeter. It's a pretty impressive 90 proof. Nothing to sneeze at by any means. It's got a lot of flavor here, but it's all backed by sweetness. So how does this stack up against all the whiskeys in the world? Now,
That's where it might suffer a little bit. I'm going to go 3 stars.
3 stars. Okay. See, I was thinking 3, but I'm gonna go a little higher because it is 90 proof, but this would cocktail incredibly well with almost anything you did with it. Like, you could easily mix this with pop. You could make any kind of bartender fancy.
Same reason I did for the bourbon as you did for whiskey. Like, typically we think whiskey will cocktail better than bourbon, and
but
no, I get it.
There's one thing I can't, and I thought about it the first time we took a sip. I couldn't help but think, what kind of a daiquiri would this make? I think,
you son of a bitch.
I think that's gonna have to be a must fucking try because, good God, this might be better than rum.
Mm-hmm.
Real booze, not just sugar water booze. Real booze with that flavor.
3.25 then.
Yeah.
I even without trying it, I agree.
There you go. 3.25. I'm gonna agree. 3.25 because maybe once cocktailed, this could go much higher as a whiskey because I think the potential's here. But my God, I'd like it to be a little higher proof. I would go higher with my rating if the proof were a little bit higher. So let's move on to cask aged spirit, and you said it's a minimum of 4. Maximum of 10. We don't know how many different kinds, but that's not really the point. As a cask age, fuck it. I'm going 4. I'm going 4 because this is all about the casking.
I agree. 100% 4-star because this is a masterpiece in casking. That's what this is.
It says it right here on the top. Specialty cask finish, folks. And this is special.
It is special. I hope this is still out there.
Yeah, I doubt this is going to be a limited run. I think the batch number being right there front and center of the label, this is definitely going to be a staple, and I can easily see why.
This is a bottle to where, like, I'm sitting here thinking about, like, who could I hand this to, and they would go, oh my God. Like, my wife's friends that don't like hard alcohol but love fruity stuff. Like, this would be like, hey girls, try this. Like, have a little sip of this. You'd love this shit. Like, I could have some fun with a wide range of people, even connoisseurs of bourbons and whiskeys would taste this and be like, wow, shit, I didn't expect that.
There you go. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. This is very fucking good. So in that regard, where would you put this on your shelf? Top, middle, or bottom?
This is moving to the top shelf.
You know, the Breckenridge standard. The Breckenridge standard for me, the first time I tried it, I liked it. I didn't love it. But the longer it sat in the bottle, the more air got into it, and the more it aged or sat there and breathed a little bit with some air in the bottle, the better it got. Yeah. And by the time that bottle was gone, I was like, damn, I really need to pick up another bottle of that because that's really damn good. And it scored beautifully in the bourbon tournament. This has all those qualities of whiskey in it with just an amazing finish. And there's nothing like this on my top shelf other than Scotch. So that's pretty impressive for a bourbon. And I think, yeah, this is going to have to go on the top shelf because, my God, this is good. Holy shit, this is good. Phil may literally have a bit of an erection when he tries this. I'm not going to lie. He's really going to like this.
Oh, yeah. If you love rum and you love bourbon. Oh.
Yeah.
Woo! They nailed it. They nailed it.
This is a bottle Phil will be a fan of. So, the secret, sixth question here tonight will be, when this bottle's empty, will you seek out another? And fuck yes, you know we both will.
Yeah, I'm not waiting until it's empty. If I see one, I'm grabbing it.
Yeah, that's really good. Actually,
I want one backup bottle. I might have 2 backup bottles of this one because I know it'll go fast. Now that I've tried it, I know this will be a fun one.
Yeah, this is going to be one that's going to be hard for me to keep my mitts off of it. So I'm going to have to put it kind of behind the glass so I don't
This
go
is
to
a
it
dangerous
all the time.
one. Like, this is a dangerous one. If you watch us on you know, Big Buck and Empire, you know, YouTube, Facebook, on Thirsty Thursdays, this might be one that gets us canceled.
I was going to say, if there's a night where we just want to get absolutely sloshed during a live stream over 2 hours, let's start with this one, and by the end of the show, we'll be canceled because this is a dangerous bottle of whiskey at 90
so
proof.
Good.
It drinks at like 50 proof, but good God, the quality's here and the flavor is there tenfold. I cannot recommend this enough. Loving this bottle.
I agree. In the nose after it's empty glass. It's
Everything
coconut. Coconut. I don't even like coconut.
That. I hate coconut, but it's there and it's not pissing me off. Oh, bravo. Bravo, Breckenridge. Bravo.
Good job, Breckenridge.
I got to come check out your distillery. I've been impressed many a time over. So, without further ado, we will hand it back over to the King of Extreme, and we thank you for joining us for our review of Breckenridge Rum Cask Finish. Mwah!
See if it just smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive.
Nice.
El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah. See.